Tom Cantwell, head boys and girls soccer coach at St. Teresa.
Get in there, Maverick. You can't leave him. Come on, Maverick. What the hell are you doing?
Talk to me,
Maverick,
Goose.
get in there, for Christ's sake. Ice is in trouble. He's got no cover.
Goose.
Get in there, Maverick. He won't last down there alone. Get in the fight, for Christ's sake.
And here we go again. Talk to me, Goose, with St. Teresa soccer coach Tom Cantwell. And Coach, welcome. I think it's no surprise we're chatting with you. It's a pretty good year going, right?
Yeah, it's been a good ride thus far at 17-1-1. So yeah, definitely our best season in recent years, and yeah, it's been fun. Been a good year. Actually, just kind of fell into it, and I started at the collegiate level, which not many people do. But I actually was assistant for women's soccer for Milliken for a couple seasons, and then when their coach left, I left. I was just a volunteer assistant. To Caroline Bonning was her name, and then like literally a month later, Leo Berger contacted me about coming to help him for a year, and then after that we switched roles, and I took over the head coaching job in 2012. Boys in 2012, and then girls in 2015. Yeah, I think they're just more prepared and have a better understanding of the game. They understand the X's and O's and the tactical and technical aspects of the game a little bit better. I credit that to Mid-State and some of the other clubs in the Central Illinois area that have kind of stepped it up. If something has changed, when I first took over in 2012, I had, I'd say, probably 2 to 3 actual soccer players on the team. One of them coaches for me now. And now it's like, I'd say 90% are they either play Mid-State or they play SASA in Springfield or something like that. So, that has definitely changed. They're just more knowledgeable coming in and just more skilled across the board. In my first year in 2012, we started to make some strides. In 2013, we had a really big year. We won our first regional in 21 years in 2013. But comparatively then, that season to like now, it's like still night and day. So yeah, in 2015, we definitely turned the corner, winning another regional and started a lot of young kids. Those kids are now juniors and seniors. And and then, last year we had a good year, caught a bad draw on the regionals up in Bloomington, and then this year's been very solid. And yeah, you look at, the Herrera brothers, Luigi Caceres, Massimo Velti, Giovanni Fuentes, list goes on. So yeah, you see our roster and it's pretty daunting, just the names themselves, and Edgar Onate, another name, and you see them play, and it's like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes a little bit more sense now. You can have a phenomenal player and win a lot of games, but if you're going to have any sort of depth and make any sort of run, in my opinion, you have to have complementary pieces around that 1 or 2 really good players, and we're fortunate enough to where, Edgar is outstanding, Luigi Caceres has been outstanding, Chris and Christian Herrera have been phenomenal for us. Scotty Finley on the back lines have been good. Massimo Velti's been great in the middle. You look at Edgar's season, he's got 41 goals and like 12 or 13 assists. You look at Luigi, who's overshadowed. Luigi's got 29 goals and 19 assists, and he's overshadowed. That's a blessing to have that. Yeah, the back line, in the middle, the anchors are 2 captains, and Christian Herrera, who does kicking duties for Coach Ramsey on the football team, and then Scott Finley, who's a senior captain. His brother Ryan was one of my captains and was a captain on our 2013 regional team. Outside of them is Johnny Moody, who's played with a broken wrist for half the season, and then Christian Stoner, who's a freshman that's about 6'5" and that can chuck the ball. I don't even know how many yards on throw-ins. He's got 11 assists and no goals, and over half of them are off of the throw-in. So the back line has been outstanding. Vince Kester in goals, a freshman. He has not been called upon a whole heck of a lot. He's got 10 shutouts, which ties an overall program record set by Lindsey Cormelink this past spring. You can start when you're like 3-4 years old, and that's just kind of being around a ball and just developing a little bit of skill and understanding of the sport itself, of the game itself. By the time you hit junior high, you have to probably have a really good understanding and want to be better and want to play the game. Once you hit high school, it's either are you committed or are you not committed, and that was what I ran into when I first took over the program. It was kind of like a club team or something, or like an extracurricular activity the soccer program was. And I said, we have to change the culture here, or else we're never going to succeed. We're never going to do anything. So you lose a lot of kids in doing that, but at the same time you gain a lot of quality. Start them young, let them develop a little bit of skill and ability, and see if they like it. And if they continue to like it, let them play and let them continue on. We've got Mid-State here, which is a great club. Those guys those guys and gals do a really good job. And if they don't like it after a while, then move on to something else. But I think they'll be hooked.
Tom Cantwell, head coach, St. Teresa Soccer. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it.
Mavericks re-engaging, sir.
Check back next week for another Talk to Me Goose.
Thank you.